and welcome back to Let's Play Okami. Last time we entered Oni Island and are going through the Passage of Torments or something like that. Anyway, I've actually thought of something. It's like, I wonder how many episodes have actually begun with Ami sleeping versus Ami awake. Because her idle animation actually kicks in really fast compared to most games. So again, I am actually a little bit curious. I'm also not feeling like doing the math myself, but if anyone feels like keeping tabs on that sort of thing, you might be my guest. This is not a door, by the way. I spent a very long time trying to get in there off screen in my failed attempt. We just need to grab the exercising arrow and leave. That's it. Piece of cake. Now, my memory is awful, so I don't actually quite remember where we left off. Where I left off in terms of where it stops being blind. But I think we're getting pretty close. I think we might be able to catch up in this episode if I actually play well. If I don't play well, then it's gonna take another episode. Ow. You can actually cut these because it's just like bamboo. I think. Yeah, can we cut these? Yeah. Destroy them. Okay, through here we have a new area, which is rather novel, getting another new area right off the bat. And we have a new, nice, cool looking lion statue. I almost said noise. It's like, okay, maybe I should just say nice. Now that's one fierce looking statue. Look at how it's roaring up at the storm clouds. It's as if it's ready to leap up and take a bite out of the moon. Here's the problem. There's an enormous bow, but no arrows. Lack of a crucial element spells disaster for any masterpiece. It feels like such a Capcom kind of quote. Like something you could see out of like Ace Attorney. Like, man, it's a crucial disaster. That took me like 10 times on the previous run. So that alone will save a lot of time in the long run. Anyway, lightning bolt to the heavens. You may be able to guess if you're also going blind into this game, but this is also another thing. Wow, the arrow blew away the storm clouds. Hey, look! Okay, so we got a new guy, spirit, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, I missed this one. I was like, wait, why didn't that work? I always miss one. I think I've only not missed one, like, one time. Like, there was only one first try, I think. Anyway, this is kind of a jerk. It's like, I freed you, and now you're just gonna shoot lightning at me? Thanks. I would have expected Isun to get fried, though, just for comic effect. Because of how this game rolls, like with the previous Cat God messing with Isun. Albatross, origin of all that is good. Yeah, we've seen this a million times. Evil forces which dwell here have sealed me away, but your arrival awakened me and restored the light within. You who walk the same battlefield as I, Gekigami, God of Thunder, deserve the power of lightning. Use it to crush our foes. As he implied, this is actually a very good offensive spell. A lot of spells like Water Spout don't really help you in the field, but this one's actually a good battle one. Last, 12th God, Gekigami. Thunderstorm, the fearsome brush technique for controlling thunder, is his trademark. I'm sure you can master that one, Ami. It belonged to you once. I know, see that sword statue over there? Try striking it with a bolt of lightning. Wait, yeah. Easy, basic stuff. Works like all the good, well, look at that. Works like all the elementals where you just drag and drop, essentially. Awesome, a lightning strike like that will zap an enemy real good. Hey, it looks like your lightning strike opened that door. Wonder if it's controlled by some electrical mechanism or something. That was a freebie. Let's head for the top of the castle with your new technique. Ami, there's only one more of those celestial brush techniques to go. Once you get that one, I will have seen all the techniques. Won't be much longer now. There's no time to shoot the breeze. We should get going, Furball. Now, I'm not up to speed on my Chinese zodiac, not gonna lie. Which in turn kind of connects to the Japanese zodiac. But I don't remember what the last one actually is. trying to think about Fruits Basket, an anime about the animals of the Zodiac, but I'm drawing a blank on who the last one is. I haven't watched anime in a long time. It's like the last anime I watched was like winter 2015 season. Just, I don't know, then I discovered Let's Plays, and then in streams, in Twitch streams, specifically, not just any streams. So, yeah, I just kind of stopped watching anime after discovering Twitch, essentially, as odd as that sounds. Okay. Also, I just realized that the little loading guy is actually Isun. I don't know why it took me this long to figure that out. I mean, we got this big lightning orb on the ceiling we can use to open up this chest, which has a large exorcism slip, something we will never use. You know what, one of these days I'm just gonna use it, just be like, hey, I finally used it. Now we got 2 paths. This is the way we want to go. Yeah, this took me a long time last time. Huh? Wonder if that's a key. Pretty strange looking one if it is. Gotta be careful with what you pick up on me. I mean, who knows what might happen. Might get zapped or something. Don't say I didn't warn you. Also, I pointed this out in the previous attempt, but, well, what's with these contraptions? They lit up in a weird pattern. I wonder if it has anything to do with that little gizmo you picked up. Sure hope it's not gonna trigger some kind of trap. The way Ami holds the key is really weird, holding it by, like, the teeth of the key, rather than the, like, neck of it, I guess you could say. I'm not sure with key terminology. I know the things on the end are called teeth. I don't remember what the other parts of the key are. Anyway, this actually generates a constant electrical zap, so we basically have a free thunder spell to use for our leisure. We can take him out the normal way, or we can just do this. Fried. Sufficiently fried. I like how the enemy even looked fried. Yeah, we were almost back to where we were, or where I was. Now, okay, this is the thing that I was talking about last episode. I think it was last episode. Oh yeah, this is actually a maze. It's also kind of a dumb maze at that. There's a sign at the very beginning that says that some of the walls are cracked, like that. So that means you can actually go through them. Which is good, actually, because it makes the maze a lot easier. It's not really a maze, even if there's like giant gaping holes that tell you where to go. So just kind of follow the path, look for cracks that you can go through. Eventually, you'll get to a point where oh, this one's really well hidden actually, because see the red there kind of blends. Anyway, other than that, that's it. That's the maze. Here I was all worried about it being another SMRPG moment. When I think of bad mazes in games, SMRPG is always the game that comes to mind because of that 3D maze in the ship. Now this door, I've actually never gone through. Last time I didn't actually go through this door at all. So I have no clue what this is. Hopefully it's something worthwhile. It's a pearl. Well, that was anticlimactic. Then again, if you use the key on the switch in this room, that yellow thing, that would essentially lock you out of ever getting that. So I guess it can't really be a good item, but still it's kind of disappointing nonetheless. All the gears start turning, and this gate opens up. Also, by the way, even though it's still in the thing, you can actually still use the key to open these chests. And again, you can arc it through multiple objects, so 2 birds with 1 stone. Something we might actually use eventually, the Infinity Stone. Yeah, I don't know why I've never used those, actually. I think I should. We've never actually leveled up the Astral Pouch either. Just because, to me, it's not that helpful. What am I doing? I should even out this a little bit more. Ooh, full. Cool. Max ink. Sweet. And a cool little looking statue. Huh? And that's what I call a statue. Too bad it's based on the no good monsters here, so there's something not right about it. That's not the Shichishito, that's like the set the whatever 9. 9 is Q in Japanese. Especially that raised sword there. I've seen 7 strike, the legendary 7-pronged sword, never a 9-pronged sword. The Shichishito is a 7-pronged sword in multiple Capcom properties. The other most famous would probably be Ace Attorney. Also, by the way, on my first time through, I never saw that orb. It took me about like 3 minutes of searching this room to actually see that orb to strike the statue. Even though it's actually in the cutscene. I was too busy thinking about Ace Attorney, I think. Yep, but this goes to an underground passage. Wow, we've almost caught up. Probably either by the end of this episode. Oh, this room. This room almost killed me, by the way. Yikes, Ami, what'd you do this time? Better think of something quick. I saw those 4 switches and I was like, oh cool, I know what to do. Turns out there are 5 switches. There are 5 switches. Gotta line them all up and then knock them dead. I despawned 2 of the switches. That's great. These switches stay red, meaning you've hit them. So I assume the puzzle is just finding this one, because that one's kind of remote. And also the switches do turn off, but you're given a lot more time than usual. Now, this goes, I think, yes, to a side-scrolling portion, which is a little bit complicated. Not too bad, but a little bit of a headache. I don't know why, but this section kind of reminds me of like how Metroid would always do like, oh look, a 2D section in your 3D game. Specifically, Morph Ball. Okay, so this part is a little bit of a headache. You need to basically have your cat climbing abilities. I'm gonna redraw that. Yeah, that's a little bit more easy to manage. Oh boy. I tricked that out somehow. So basically, all you have to do is just jump on all the platforms. That went a lot smoother than the previous time. Can't break through that with our head, so we gotta slash it open. And we get the next lightning key thingy, whatever it's called. Easy. Now this part sucks. If you wanna know why it sucks, it's because you're having to navigate through this. And you have to basically beat the little spike things. It's actually not the easiest thing in the world. Now the perspective on that part was really weird, because it looks like these 2 platforms aren't level with each other, or like are in different spots. Climb this, that's all there is to it. And we should, I think it's the next room over. Ow. Forgot about that. So one thing I did mention that I did want to bring up in an actual recording is 3D. Yes, 3D. I find stuff like this very fascinating. And I would actually be wondering, I wonder what that room with the wheels spinning, that would look like on like a 3DS with perspective. I wonder what all of this game would look like on the 3DS. A lot of people lamented, oh wow, we're officially caught up now. So we were back to being blind. A lot of people mentioned at the time of Okamiden that it was disappointing that Okamiden was actually not pushed back to be on the 3DS. It was an original DS game, and a lot of people suggested that, you know, obviously porting might be a bit of a headache, but that it would have looked a lot better. I mean, like, for example, this is a PS2 game, for reference. This is a PS2 game. Like, Tales of the Abyss is a PS2 game, and that was on 3DS, and that looks great on 3DS. In fact, I'm not entirely sure because my memory sucks, but I'm fairly certain Tales of the Abyss actually runs better on 3DS than PS2. And yeah, this is the 7-pronged sword. It's the sub, at least. It's kind of like an uppercut kind of thing. It's really fancy. Really nice technique. Can I break these? Well, I can. Though this doesn't seem to actually go anywhere. Except lots of money. What do demons need with money? That's actually what I'm wondering now. Dead end. Gate. Is that an exercising area over there? So I guess we're gonna have to double up some of this stuff. Ow. I did not see that fast enough. Obviously that vine is to help you get across once you use this thingy. Hello. Is this a subliminal message, perhaps? This is all boarded up. It is not. Okay. What's with this wall? Save your strength. Looks well reinforced to me. Hey, wait, I feel a faint breeze coming through. So what? Can we like zap it? Faint breeze. It's going that way. What if we blow the breeze in the opposite direction? Nope, nothing. Bombs. Try a bomb. Nope. If I set the key down, will it respawn over there? I have a feeling it will, but then again, it's like, do you see anywhere else to go at this point? We got it. So obviously breaking that wall will let us get into this room. Or is it on the other side of this room? Which room is that boarded up part lead to? Actually, we can actually get up here. Yay, platforming. Cool. Where are we? Okay, that was kind of funny. It's like, okay, that was definitely intended. And that guy respawned. Great. Fantastic. And now we can actually get up here. Navigate all this. And let's see what. Ooh, that's cool. Not sure what that is on the wall, but it looks cool. This is so Prince of Persia. These camera angles, these little camera transitions are very Prince of Persia. That is also very terrifying if you think about it. Because, you know, previously with the guard, what were they called? What the heck were they called? The spiders. They were found in an area where you're tiny. So, but like this spider is the same size, which means it's a full-size spider. Which is actually really awful. It's really awful if you think about it. Ooh, hello. Cut this. This is, here we go. Put this down. Hope it doesn't despawn. Cause that would stink. And take out this door. Like so. So can we... It despawned, didn't it? It despawned. Goody. Okay, so hopefully that means the end... Oh, frick. Okay. No problem. I was also really afraid that the statue would respawn, which would really not be good. This statue respawned, which I'm not too crazy about, but hey, we got the key again. We're good to go. Wait, one moment here. Did I actually go up these stairs yet? I don't think I did. Obviously, I didn't do what I was supposed to do. That whole tricking it out with the door, that obviously wasn't intended. But it looked cool at least. Hence why the cutscene played badly. Anyway, we got the key, got another open door, and we're good to go. Thank you for watching. I hope you join me next time for more Okamiden.